Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about Katherine Magbanua'S alleged immunity deals, and I'm going to be playing a video that I did a long time ago about some research that I did about the motions in limine about Katherine's alleged immunity deal, which according to this document was never on the table. And I know we've seen other videos about some deals on the table for Katherine, or was she gonna come clean before the first trial or the second trial, or why hasn't she come clean sooner, or why hasn't she pled guilty, or was there ever a deal? But I just kind of want to lay to rest some of those things that are out there, beliefs or insinuations that there was a deal, that there was some kind of immunity for Katherine, and the state has fought to squash that, and I'm going to read those documents. But first, I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I want to know in your comments below what your New Year's resolution is, or maybe a gift that you received for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, and write it in the comments below. Also, I know a lot of us buy gifts for ourselves, so I have a gift coming in the mail. It's going to be a neon light for my little studio, and I know you guys like the data and the paperwork and the research a little bit better than me chit-chatting, and I totally understand. I feel the same way about YouTube channels that I follow. Try not to talk too much or share too much about my personal life. We should do nice things for ourselves and do things that light us up in our creativity and our personal lives and our passion projects. And another passion project I'm excited about is this Daytona Beach erosion project, and it's something that I'm really interested in and excited to share about with you guys, and hopefully I will share with you guys the progress that's being made in Daytona. I hope to do that maybe like once or twice a year, and then also with the Dan Markel trial and also the Ellen Greenberg cases. Those are some that are just so close to my heart, and I just cannot take on any more right now, but I'm just really enjoying sharing with you guys this stuff that interests me, and I hope it interests you as well. First, I want to just send it to the alleged immunity deals and the motions in limine about Katherine's alleged immunity deals. Let's send it to that right now. Today I'm going to talk about Katherine's alleged offer of immunity from the state, and I'm going to clear up some misconceptions about what immunity is and what a plea deal is, and hopefully this will clarify some things for everyone. And I had the same questions about plea deals or immunity deals that were allegedly on the table. So I found this document on the Judicial Clerk of Leon County, Florida website. And in this document, the alleged offer of immunity to defendant Magbanua, it states, the state believes that the defendants may attempt to introduce evidence, make reference to, argue, or otherwise infer that the jury should consider an allegation that the defendant Magbanua was offered immunity by the state of Florida. During the deposition of Special Agent Pat Sanford on March 6, 2019, Investigator Craig Isom on March 8, 2019, and Investigator Jason Newland on March 15, 2019, defense counsel asked each witness if they were aware of any offer of immunity to defendant Magbanua. Special Agent Pat Sanford testified during his deposition that Investigator Craig Isom did not offer defendant Magbanua immunity, and that Investigator Craig Isom would not have the authority to offer defendant Magbanua immunity. Investigator Craig Isom testified during his deposition that he did not offer defendant Magbanua immunity, and he did not ask the state attorney to offer defendant Magbanua immunity. Investigator Jason Newland testified during his deposition that Investigator Craig Isom did not offer defendant Magbanua immunity, and law enforcement would not have the authority to do so. Throughout the course of the investigation and subsequent proceedings, no evidence has been uncovered which would support the allegation that defendant Magbanua was offered immunity by law enforcement. Without evidence to support the allegation, any mention of immunity would be substantially more prejudicial than probative. Furthermore, even if such evidence did exist. So let me go on to talk about the difference between immunity and a plea deal. Immunity is freedom from a legal duty, prosecution, or penalty granted by government authority or statute. The main types of immunity are witness immunity, public officials immunity from liability, sovereign immunity, and diplomatic immunity. And this is according to Investopedia. Moving on, we have the definition of a plea deal. So according to Cornell University, an accused defendant's formal answer to criminal charges. Typically, defendants enter one of the following pleas: guilty or non-guilty. A plea is usually entered when charges are formally brought at arraignment. Katherine could either enter guilty or non-guilty. Obviously, she has chosen a non-guilty plea, so there is no plea deal on the table like the one for Luis Rivera. It has been implied that the state has offered her some sort of sweet immunity or plea deal, and none of those are on the table because she has pled not guilty. Her defense might be kind of pushing this false immunity, and the state wants everyone to know that there is no immunity deal, there is no plea deal. So I hope that clears things up for everybody. Thank you for listening. As you can see, the state has been fighting for quite a while, since about 2017, 2018, to keep these alleged immunity deals off of, out of her defense team's mouths. And I'm sure that there'll be some interesting motions put forward about Katherine's credibility in the Charles Adelson trial. So stay tuned for that. And also stay tuned for more of Charlie's jail logs. I'm going to be putting in the request for December, and also for Katherine's jail file, which I don't want to share too much of Katherine's jail file because it's a very momentous case. I don't want to share too much. I don't want to force everyone to speculate about every little detail, what every little thing means. Although if I think it has significance, if I think it has any significance, I'm going to share it with you guys. And I want you guys to do the same. If anything that crosses your mind, let's discuss it in the chat. But I really want to know how you guys have treated yourself for the holidays, and what you bought yourself, and what your New Year's resolutions are. And for me, it's just to keep bringing you guys really interesting news, and especially pertaining to the Dan Markel murder, and especially for me pertaining to the Florida coastline, and any cases that need attention, any cases that are unresolved. I know that there's a lot of cases out there, a lot of high profile cases that are unresolved. And I think that those are so interesting and get a lot of attention. But I find cases that get less attention, get moderate attention, but have many different layers really appeal to me. So I think that appeals to you guys as well. Every spare bit of free time I'm going to devote to the Dan Markel case and passion projects that I'm working on. And I want everyone to know that all this hard work that we're going to be doing with this case will definitely pay off. Let's just hope that 2023 brings a lot of justice for the Markel family and everyone following this case. I hope everyone has a wonderful 2023, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.